And we're back. So today we're planning. I'm gonna be doing multiple streams today. Welcome to the channel. We're in the dry dock, back at 37. Like I already told yesterday in my playthrough. That's our plan. That's what we were going to do. And it's time we start making some preparations because our next stop is going to be the old rig. Before we even go to the seed vaults, I want to get the all sorted so I don't have to worry about diesel. Not that I really have to, but fully fixed. So let's run over what I did so far. It's pretty much a basic setup, like everybody else. Solar panels in front. I know they're too close to each other. They're not properly spaced, but this setup with the 10 solar panels give me roughly about 60 in the sun of power. I do have like a little one here still that I didn't take away yet, but that's okay. Then in this room we got 4 diesel tanks. That's all we need. Like literally all we need. The ship already has 1 internal, so that makes 5 diesel tanks. That's 10,000 liters. And there's a lot of people that actually put these guys on their ship, like 10 or 20, just to keep on going. But this guy can take almost 2 for the same space it takes 1 diesel tank. That's why I'm thinking like it might be better to just produce the oil while we're actually going. That way we only have to go to Black Vein, fuel up with oil instead of diesel. Then we don't have to set up a big solar panel for electricity and everything. And every oil tank is roughly 2 diesel tanks as well after production. So less space, more fuel, and we got this guy to help us with that. So all you do is just power that one on and you're good to go. It's making your fuel while you're actually still going with the boat, and it does it faster than it actually produces at 100% speed, so no way. It does require 60 power, and that is why we got that as solar. Same for this machine. This runs on 60 watts, and I think this one on 4 watts. That's enough to fuel the water tank, make oxygen with a rocket, which is full. Methane, it's going slow, but it is working. We do have a methane, or it's a carbon dioxide tank right there, and we're using the cable straight in there. So when we actually need it, we got a little bit more than we have to. And that's pretty much the cables we're using right now. There is going to be one more cable going to the cockpit or the wheelhouse. So we actually have a switch to turn this machine off from a distance instead of having to come here. And here we got Pebby and Recycler. 7 batteries right there. we still are able to get to the back, take our filters if we have to, or boosters. We got 4 petrol tanks, 8 more batteries on this side, so we have a total of 25 on this boat. I mean, you only need... No, it's not 25. 8, 10, 15. 15 batteries, and we only need 10 to refuel the rocket. So we have all the juice on board just to do that. Combined with the oxygen and the methane, like, it's just hook it on and get it going. I did farm some titanium because we're gonna need that for these tanks. And I'm gonna use this Fabby to make this setup. So we pretty much got 5 in a row, so that's 15 already. And then we do the same on the floor. Only issue is that we have this bench over here, or desk, which is in the way. So it takes a few off, but we should be able to still fit 14 in. So if we had it all the way to the edge right here, and then add one more in between here, for some reason we cannot build tanks on there, but we can do the connections. Then we should be able to do like 6 in a row, which is what I wanted to do in this room if we didn't have recycler and Fabby. But enough talk. So we got a couple of junctions in between. We're gonna be connecting those to the junctions, and the junctions are also for the ones that we're gonna put down below, because it's a bit complicated to actually make this work, and the ones in between are placed free-handed, so not with the snapping, because there's a difference between those two. This is snapped, and then if you unsnap, you can like micromanage where you want it exactly. And that's the only way you can fit one in between the tanks. And that's gonna be needed to hook the bottom ones to the top ones. Wrong, Fabby. So used to use that one right now. So we got 15 right now. We gonna let them make 15. Should be 15, and he's gonna make them as soon as he got all the parts for it. If they're not gonna be blocking stuff. It is really important that you do the top ones or the lower ones first. Otherwise you're gonna have issues. Well, that Fabby is actually working. Let's get this one making some cables. I think I'm gonna need some. Right. I got no cables left. Apparently I don't. Huh. Interesting. Oh, we do got a couple cables left. I knew they were somewhere. Actually, we got 16 batteries, because there's one battery down below as well. So that's where they're hiding. as a fuel tank. That's the electric one for the ship ones. And he's gonna make them random because if the game only remember which ones I did first, it would be awesome. So there's gonna be 29 in this room and we can make 50, I think. So we gonna do a couple in this room already. Because it's 29 in that room, I think it was 40 in this room I was able to do. So that's 69. Then we need to do 31 on the deck. Which is gonna be at the front over here somewhere. That would make roughly about 100. I think they actually come to about here. If I put 31. Like 5 rows of 6. That's pretty much gonna make the boat then. Already made another one. Let's get you connected there already. You connected to your... you need to be connected to that one. Because he has to make the tanks first before you can do the cables. So you're gonna have to do it from down here, in between. Otherwise he's not able to build the next row. Because they're literally right next to each other. So he has to make them all first. That's a cool game. I like it. This boat is your base and you can do everything on it the way you want it. And the way I set it up is to be able to send humans into space. Why is that cable like that? That should be the case. Thank you. Like I got all the junctions on the back. That way it makes it easy to kind of bring the cables from the back side instead of front side. And he's producing and bringing it back to the back all the way over here, and then the diesel goes straight into the ship and the petroleum is going straight inside. I did the same at the Lazarus complex as well. It's like I got a fabricator there with all the cables. That's why I got the 4 connections right here. I can take from the base or I can deliver to the base with the setup. Because I already played the game, I already know what to expect, so I'm already building in advance. You're busy with the second line. Okay. You. Go in there. I always try to leave front and back open for the ones below. Just so it's a little bit easier to do those. A bit hard to see, but if you look at the junction, if you look at it, or the connection, when you got the circle going around it, that's when you know you're gonna be taking that cable. The first one are connected. Oh, you're not even done yet, Fabby. You're gonna be working overtime today. One more to make. And those two, we're gonna do connection on these guys. Could just simply I didn't leave room for the cable in between, so that's not an option. Yeah, we're gonna have to do cables up here as well. See what I mean with replacing? It goes easy if you got a little bit of room, but you have to be connected to that one. You still have to make one. What's the dealio with that one? There we go. Too far. Put you there. Now we just use the second one. That's the front row. You need to be connected to that one. Nope. My bad. My bad. You need to be connected to this one. There we go. The first ones are connected. They're all in series onto this guy right now. So from that guy or this guy, we can come this way for the next rows. Now the tricky bits. Snap. Okay. You're in the right place. Gonna put that one first, otherwise we're gonna have an issue with this guy. Or not. We still have some room left. Good. Need more junctions up there. So you can be connected on this. You can be connected on those. You can be connected on those. We need some extra boxes here. Yeah. There's not a lot of room to play with, so we kind of have to make it work. Actually, we don't need a connection between those guys, do we? Because they're all connected on the other side. Okay, it's good. Now you want to do them one row at a time. Otherwise you won't be able to do the cables. I think I should have turned them. Oh, sure. They are a little bit behind, so yeah, they're gonna be sticking out a little bit at the front. That's okay. I don't think this will be a long video, but we still have to go from here to the old wig afterwards. Get that clean out so we can make our own. All up there. Yeah, you go there. You go there. You, my friend. And because of the cable already on there, the next one will not be that close. The only sad thing about it. Did we screw up a little bit? No, there's two that I can't fit there. And there's one I can fit right there. So that one... now it's possible. Interesting. I wasn't able to do that on my previous ship. Okay. Make sure everything is placed correctly. This cable might actually mesh with the other one. Should have turned them. That way the cable is a little bit on the side. It's gonna make it easier to connect everything. This one has to go in there. because we have one more that comes in the corner. He has to be connected on this one. Because as soon... it's too late now. That might actually be better. You go. And now, next lines. See what I mean with the cables? Now they're gonna interrupt with each other. I don't think I can put the cable down in that angle. No, that's not gonna work. But what if we just connect that there for a sec? That way the cable is like that, not in the way. Let's double check because this one is gonna, yeah, they're gonna be squeezing against the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, we cannot place this one because of the bench up here. To get that cable first. Let's hope it's not interrupting with this one. 2, 4, 5. So you already see because of the cable. Here they were a little bit backwards. Here they are sticking out a little bit just because that one cable right there. That's how much space you're losing. Okay, you're able to make that one, that's good. It's the only one I was worried about. So with the way they are set up now, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing the 5th one. But we got that one in this corner right here. And we should be able to do 3 down this line. So we're losing only 2. Makes me wonder, should I or should I not? I have to wait until the machine is done producing. Otherwise it's gonna be interrupting. And he might actually make it. But then I cannot put this cable yet. I'm gonna have to go there as well, somehow. Pick up the cable, bring it down here, put it in there. Yeah, maybe possible. You have to be connected right there. You go on that one, and you go in between here with... So a quick look. Luckily we can walk in between. Because I think the plan was to put 3 down here. And I won't be able to do that. Because that's only letting me do 2 then. Let's do the cable first. Connect it there. Everybody's connected. Yep. Because of that cable. Oh, we got it. So it is possible to put 1 there as well. And they're gonna be connected on top. Okay. Let's make 3 more, and that will fill that room. We're already making the 3rd one. We're just not putting the blueprint down yet. One, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 15 and 13, 28. Hope that's the right one. Yeah, we're connected on the line. That's good. You did your job. Actually, it's still okay to have you. 28. So we only gonna be able to do 22 on the ceiling right now. Let's get you hooked up. And you're gonna be my new friend. Don't go too far. See, this lamp you cannot build on it. This one, you can. If I didn't have a machine, that would be like 10 more on this side, 10 more on that side. So that would bring it to 30 on the ceiling and 30 on the floor. So that's a 60 in total. That's almost 100, just these two rooms. And then 5 that direction, yep. And then there was room for another 2 down here. So 22 actually. Losing 1, 2, 3. Right here, and then there was one in the corner, I think. That's two there. And now we're gonna have to remove the boxes. No other choice. I'm just thinking. I space this a little bit out. I might be able to squeeze that cable in. Or I can hook you on the back. We don't need that cable. I just bring that one forward in between those two. Should be able to move a little bit, right? Just like that, and that should be enough to bring that cable to this junction box. 1, 2, under 3, and then the cable. Yeah, that's gonna make the connection from the back room to the front room. So you are not necessary. I'm gonna need that guy. So what do we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Too short. And 19 right here in the corner. So it's one short of being 20 on top. And we can still make 28, so we don't need alloy frames anymore. It's enough for 18, so we need 2 more alloy frames, right? We'll see. These orange. It's in there. That's why. Couldn't find it. Is this normally my box to put in memories? Everything else we can make a new box somewhere on top. We've still got room there. Are you? Make that one. I dare you. Make this one. Oh. Yeah, we're forgetting half of the stuff. It's just a offset placement. Actually. I might be able to use that as my line to come forward. There's gonna be more on the floor than on the ceiling. So you have to take that in account. I'm gonna have to do something about this cable as well. Why are you refusing to build this one? Come on. I'm looking 85 lifetime cables. missing items. Filtering systems. He's now making filtering systems. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do have the cable running like that, so I might be able to instantly plug it in. I could also bring it around the corner and down. Because that's the main thing, like, you do your batteries here anyway, you try to get your pedal tanks as close to your exit anyway. And if you already got all your different boxes here, you might as well put a Fabi and a recycler there and call it a day. You got all your cables in the first room. So you can stack this whole room full of boxes. If you really wanted to. And the back room. And the reason why they're not connected in such a way that it actually feeds the other one next to it is when we get to the last ones, we can just simply look at the bar on them to see how much there is in the whole system. You don't need an extra cable running all the way from the front or feeding the top ones first to bring it down and back out. You guys keep this one. Then you're gonna be connected to the circuit. He's literally on the edge. There's no cable coming in between there. It's not gonna work. to connect the ports. This one needs to be connected to that one. It's gonna feed this whole line. Connect to that one. That's gonna feed that whole line. I hope he will still do it because the cable is right there. The cable is in the way. Oh boy. Could just connect you to the tank and the tank to the port. Then I'm only using one socket. Okay, let's double check. You're connected. We need to connect you. Front room and back room are connected. Oh, this is gonna be a super hard one. This requires patience. That's not the middle bar. Wanna be a hard ass, huh? Yep. Not the easiest way, but it is possible. Resistance prevails. Come on, I saw you light up for a second there. Like that button should not be like with the same button that you do in the junctions. That only makes it harder to do this stuff. Somebody forgot something. It's me. You can already see how difficult it is to get them in there. That's why there's so little room to play with. Okay, these can be snapped. We don't have to worry too much about those. I ain't playing with the door. I'm putting boxes in. Already got one there. Yeah, we got one there. I just want to check. Mine is coming in this way. You're connected there, so you're gonna be fueling those too. Okay. It's good to me. Okay, so right now we got 1528, I think, in this room. $47. That would mean I can only make 3 more. I can make 9 more. Do this in the dry dock, and also keep in mind that I need to be able to do the cables. Well, I guess we're good. Right. That's why you're too close right there. That's where you should be. Because we want to be able to put the cannon lines. And we should be able to do like 20 here as well. But again, one at a time. Oops. should be able where we are. Place these guys. They're like annoying. There's only room for one there. That's basically gonna be this guy that we can put down. Interesting. And there's room for one more there. So how are we doing this? 1, 2, 3. Four rows, so basically 4 that were in place, and we got 3, so we're only missing 1. And here we got 2 extra. Like 1 too many in this room then. So this is gonna be 41. It's 19, 20, 21, 22, 42, 31, 41. We got 28 in the back room. So yeah, there's almost 70 in here already. Which is insane. We off-center them a little bit. Can even bring them a little bit backwards. 2, 3. We can only put 4, but that one is the 5th. Because we can only build to the yellow line, not past it. And I think the main issue here is going to be the cables going up again, so it's going to space out a little bit. So we might lose this last row. I'll see. Let's remove you guys. So we can do one line at a time. So just the fact that we cannot build on that light, that's the difference. We cannot put these things in because the recycler is in the way. And with that, you can easily put one more on that line, one more on that line. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next to each other. 6 times 5. It's 30. And then 30 on top. That would be 60 in this room instead of 40. So 2 stupid machines that we cannot break down. take 1/3 of what you should be able to place in here. That's insane. If you go for clean builds, you want every little ounce of space. Missing parts. All parts. All parts. All parts. That cable right there. A bit more tension on that cable, thank you. Now that whole system is already hooked up to the petrol tanks. The petrol tanks are connected to the Fabby. And we got a cable running in the lights over there, coming all the way to the back, so we can hook it up here, or we can hook it up there, or we can hook it up there. Multiple combination where we hook up the oil. I think we can easily just even hook up here, and it's gonna drain instantly in there. I like compact builds. It's like I don't need like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 robots next to each other space just to come into a boat. What's the point of that? You just need a hallway. That's all you need. Quickly check. We can build 5 more. There was 2 on the old rig, just 2 at the missile. So that's 4. That's another row. Then we can build another row. Should just do it like that. Doesn't really matter, right? No, the cable is gonna be a little bit closer forward. That's not what we want to have. Let's just do it that way, shall we? Jeez. I'll probably have to do it for all of them. Ooh. Yeah, that's gotta be the issue. So it might be a major issue. Because this one has to come from the front. Can I get to that cable? Oh, that's one of those again. You connected there. Otherwise the cable is not gonna be in the right position and it's gonna screw up the next line. Yeah, we might lose one line on the bottom floor because they keep going way more forward because of the lines in between. It's the only downside, really. Cable management. So annoying. And if you screw it up, then good luck. Do it all again.